Hey guys, thanks for finding my channel and watching this video. This is, as I've mentioned in previous videos, not exactly my December favourites, but more of some of the things I've picked up through December, what I actually liked about them, what I liked. To be fair, there wasn't really any dislikes in this video. It's basically things, some of it's new from the month of December, so potentially that's a favourite, and some of it's just bits and pieces that I've incorporated and have really fallen in love with, either again or for the first time in December. Anyway, there's a bit of skincare, there's a bit of hair care, and there's a bit of what we would say lifestyle and a bit of fashion on the end, all right? So let's get started. So I'm going to start with hair, okay? First up, we all know about the wet brushes, don't we? These are fabulous brushes, and I've had one for a good couple of years and really like it. I noticed the little sort of white bauble things on the end that actually cover the actual bristles and started to come off in one or two places. So I thought I'd buy a new one. And look at this one, it's like the Galaxy. It's just fabulous. So I picked this one up. I do find these a bit cheaper in TK Maxx rather than in Boots or Superdrug. So I picked mine up in TK Maxx and I really noticed the difference. And why I particularly wanted to mention it to you is just so you know, yes, you might have a wet brush and you love it, but replace it every so often. Like I say, mine was probably a good 18 months old, but it's not until you actually get a new one and start using it that you realise, whoa, it's much better. The bristles are firmer. You can actually sort of feel it going into your scalp a little, not into your scalp, but you know what I mean. You can just tell the bristles are fresher, they're more sturdier, shall we say, so you're getting a better hairbrush. So it's just sort of a little bit of a tip, as in, you know, yeah, you got wet brush, but buy a new one occasionally, okay? And I also wanted to try this shampoo. This is, I picked it up in Superdrug, I'm sure I did, but I've seen lots of people talk about it. It's the Mane and Tail Deep Moisturizing shampoo. Yeah, it's particularly targeted for dry and damaged hair, this one. It's the one with the little horses galloping there on the bottom. And I just thought, do you know what? I think it was on an offer. I'm going to try it. And I really enjoy it. I'm probably down to about here already. I've been using it for every shampoo that I've been doing, and I wash my hair every other day. And I really like it. I haven't got the conditioner. I wanted to kind of try out the shampoo first. And to be fair, I've got so many conditioners I need to work my way through before I purchase this one. But I like it enough to say that I would definitely make a repurchase. It lathers up really lovely in the hair. It feels thick and creamy, that lather. So yeah, you feel like you're getting a really deep wash, and also smells really nice, as shampoos do. I'll see if I can squidge a little bit out for you. I was quite surprised at the colour. I've only done a little bit there because I don't want shampoo all over my hand. But you know, I was expecting white, but it's kind of like that minty, greeny blue shade. That's not why I wanted to use it, but I think it's cool. And next, I'm gonna have to wipe this off. There we go, that's better. Anyway, I wanted to mention, I have mentioned previously the Maybelline Dream Cushion Foundation, but I wanted to mention it to you guys here today because this is really hard to find, really hard. It's not in Superdrug anymore, it's not in Boots, it's not in supermarkets because obviously they do stock a small supply of makeup. I had to Google to see where I could purchase it, and yes, I could get it online. The only place I did find it was Wilkins. Wilkins? It's either Wilkinson's, or I think everybody now calls it Wilko's, and it's even called Wilko's now. It's usually about $13.99, and it was on an offer for $8.98. I think that's right. So I'm hoping that doesn't mean they're gonna discard stock in the range in Wilko's, because I don't know where else to purchase it else. I know I can get it online, but I am a high street girl, okay? I like to go out and buy my bits that I need. I like this one. It's in nude, yeah, nude number 21. Perfect, lovely light coverage. You can build it up. Gives a lovely sort of satiny, not exactly dewy, definitely not matte, but it's a nice sort of demi glow to the face. And I just really like it because it can be as sheer as you want it to be. You can layer it up, so it's buildable. So just for sort of every day, Gives really good coverage, but you don't feel like you've got tons of makeup on. So I really like it. So it's just going to be hard to find. And another little product, this one I did pick up in my supermarket. It's from the range Boutique that's stocked in Sainsburys, in fact. And I was looking for a liquid highlighter. I wanted to dabble. I didn't want to spend a fortune because I didn't know if I'd get on with it. And this was, I want to say £2 or £3, not a lot of money. They only had a couple of ranges. One was more on the pinky shade. This one was more of a bronzy. I think it was called Champagne something. They're not very good at labelling, I must say. You tend to, oh no, sorry, my mistake. It's written red here, Champagne. Now, it's got a dropper. I don't overly understand that, as you will see when I take it out. All the products, quite a thick product, it's very gloppy and gloopy. It looks like liquid gold, doesn't it? It's beautiful. But there's a lot of product, as you can see, all around the outside of this dropper. So I've never actually dropped the product through the dropper on my hand, because that's what I do. I tend to basically, there's your dropper full of product. So I would wipe a little bit off onto my finger, put that away, and then what I've been doing is just popping a little bit on the back of my hand. Look at that, look at that, look at that. And then from there, first time I used it, I dabbed in my dampened beauty blender sponge to dab on my places of highlighting choice. But then most of the time now, I just go in with a little dab along the cheekbones, wherever you want it, on the bridge of your nose, wherever. And it just sits really subtly, just a little glow. You would think from that thickness, you can see the shine there and the thickness of the product that I just showed you. You would think that actually it would go on a bit heavy and I would be a bit scared of it. And I was initially, but I could see how subtle it went on, and you can leave it at that, just giving that little bit of glow to one's cheekbones. But what I like to do is go in then on top with a goldy shade, champagne-y shade highlighter, which tends to be the colouring that I go for, and the powder highlighter. So just go in over the top, and then that gives that a little bit more impact, you know what I mean? And I went to one of my Christmas parties and I had my shoulders sort of bare, so I dabbed a little bit there. Again, it's a subtle glow if that's all you want. I went a little bit more and I put a lovely gold powder on the top, and it looked really cool, you know, with that extra glow. So I'm really liking that. Like I say, it was very inexpensive. It gives me the opportunity to play around with the cream highlighter when I don't normally, but then, you know, when I've got a bit more time and I want to spend more time doing my makeup, I just think that's a little bit more special than just dabbing on the powder highlight. So I'm liking that. And again, I need to wipe my hands. So next product is from NYX. I've mentioned these lippies before and I absolutely love them. It's the Soft Matte Cream Lip. Is that right? Soft Matte Lip Cream even. And this one I have is in the shade Abu Dhabi. I've got 3 others. But I really like this one because it's very much like all the other shades I have, but you can see it's brown, and I get a little bit scared of brown. I do need a little bit of something, be it peach or pink, in my lip colour usually, because it just drains my face if I stay too brown. So I have the pink one, I have Stockholm, I think pink is Istanbul, I've got Stockholm and Athens. Athens has got that slight sort of orangey terracotta in it, so I really like that. Stockholm is a bit darker and browner, but it's still quite rich. This sits somewhere in the middle of Stockholm and Athens, so it's really nice. Like I say, it's called Abu Dhabi and it is browny. You can see that, but you can see it's got that warmth to it, so I can actually wear it with my colouring. It doesn't drain me too much, and I really like that. Lasting wise, it doesn't last that long on the lips, and they really don't, but I like it because it gives that sort of powdery finish. Sometimes I don't want to go for too much gloss, too much sheen, and I have loads of those finishes, but sometimes I just like it sort of where it's just that little bit more smudged out matte, and that I really like in lippies at the moment. So I like these from NYX. Okay, let's talk about some serums that I picked up during the month of December, and this one is from Neutrogena, and it is the Hydro, gosh I can't read it, the Hydro Boost Capsule in Serum Supercharged Booster. And you can see it's got all those little circles of goodness. I don't know what else you'd call them, but I've used almost half of it. It's here. It's a lovely consistency. It comes out sort of clear, and then you will see, I hope you will see, the little white. Oh, typical. That's all clear, isn't it? Yeah, that one's a little bit more white, the top one. Anyway, it comes out a mixture of that sort of the clear fluid, and then obviously what is in that capsule is more white. So it mixes the two. Oh, and it is really nice. It feels like you are putting just a huge surge of moisture through your face. It is so light. I put on loads here, so this is going to be gorgeous, but obviously I would only put one pump in, and it just absorbs completely into your face, leaves it lovely and that sort of dewy look, because obviously it's hydrating, and obviously you're going to go on top with a moisturizer anyway. But there you can just see how that's smoothed into my skin. Yeah, I just really like it. But I'm such a product junkie. I saw that Avene had their serums on offer, because these are usually £16-17, and it was down to £12 or £13, and I knew I loved this. I had it back in the summer because it's ultra moisturizing and hydrating, and it's the Intense one. So I just thought, oh, for that price I wanted to get it, because I don't see this particular product on an offer that often. I haven't anyway since the summer, so I wanted to pick it up. So occasionally I kind of mix it up if my skin's feeling a little bit temperamental and I just want to take it back to basics, which it has been a little bit this month. It's been a little bit splotchy here and there, the odd blemish here and there, whether that's the weather, central heating, hormones, I don't know what it is. But when I just want to take it back to basics and feel like I'm not overloading my face with anything, particularly in the nighttime for my nighttime regime, I use this one, because I just feel like it's so natural and so moisturizing, and you can't go far wrong. So I really love both of these serums at the moment, supercharged for the winter. Now, next I want to talk about a product that I've been itching to buy. So eventually I succumbed at the end of November, I would say. And it's the Super Facialist Retinol Night Anti-Aging Night Cream. This again is up around the £20 mark, but it eventually came down on an offer to somewhere 10, 12-ish. I can't exactly remember. So I was desperate to try it out. First couple of times, I obviously only put it on at night time. If you don't know much about retinol, retinol is a gorgeous anti-aging product. Okay, so I would probably have started to use a retinol product during my late 30s if I could turn back the clock. But obviously I'm in my late 40s, so I wanted to start using it for obvious reasons, because it does smooth the face, plumps the face. It just does everything good to the face as one gets older, okay? Everything we want from a product. But you've got to be a little bit careful, because your skin can be sensitive to retinol. So I tried this 2 nights on the trot, the first time I had it, and every time I washed my face in the morning following using it, it just felt so much nicer. It's really hard to describe, because you only know how your skin feels, how your face feels. So as you wash it every morning, you just get used to washing it. You do it 300 and plus times a year, don't you? You don't even feel your face anymore until you feel something different. And I definitely felt something different from my skin and loved it. Then I started to have a little breakout here and there, nothing too major, but I sort of thought that would happen because your skin can be sensitive to retinol. So I backed off for a couple of days, used it again, and I just did this gradually over 2, 3, 4 weeks. And then over Christmas, I just seem to have breakouts. Just splotches. They don't come to full spots, and I don't pick them or anything, so they go away eventually, but they're quite big ones, and they come up on my cheeks. Not massive, you know, gosh, I've had worse, but I sort of put it down to this, so I backed off. So I haven't used this for over a week now, and I'm still getting little blemishes here and there, so I don't particularly think it is this product. It may be something else. It may be the environment. I don't know what it is. Maybe just me and my hormones. So I'm going to continue on with it. I love it. I loved the first impression I got with it, and I just want my skin to settle so I can continue using it, because the benefits outweigh, I think, the blemishes. So that's pretty much. Oh no, there's one more product I've refound. I actually bought this for myself last Christmas, December 17. Yeah, And I kind of used it a little bit. It was okay, didn't really sort of rave about it. And then I just re-found it in my stash and just thought, oh, I'm going to start using that again, especially as I've had these little breakouts. And it's a product. It's not a product, it's a gadget. And it's from Homedics, if you can see that there. And it is basically a little vibrating brush. So, stage 1, oh no, that's stage 1. Stage 2. Familiar, anyone? Anyway, this is the bristles, as in like a little brush head, little soft. Okay, I'm going to turn it off. Oops, there you go. And then you can switch up by taking the top off and put on one of these like silicone, like little cleansing pads. It's the sort of the plasticky one there. And you just pop that literally on the top and do the same. Turn it on at the bottom. There's a little battery in the bottom there. It's probably an AA or something like that. So you just screw that on and you've got the 2 levels. Again, can you hear it? So basically I take my makeup off. I wash my face. I only use this in the night time, okay? Take my makeup off. I wash my face with an oil cleanser. Then I go in with my Neutrogena super gel boosty cleansing thing that froths up basically, so it lathers up on the face. And at that point, when I've got that lather and there's water on my face, I just get the end of this a tiny bit wet, put it on, and then massage it all in where you're going to get your little blockages and pores and all the rest of it, and just really do it all over the face. And then I take that head off and I put the other one on and I whiz in around. Sometimes you have to add a little bit more water because obviously you're moving the product around and it's drying out as you're doing it. So sometimes I add a little bit more water and then go in again with the brush one. And I don't do that every night because I don't want to sort of, it gives it such a deep cleanse and a really good cleanse. I don't think you need to do it every night, but I am doing it at least 3/4, probably 3 nights a week, and it's really nice. You just feel you've really deep cleansed your face, so absolutely love it. I'm so glad that I just kept it up in my bedroom and just refound it through the month of December. Okay, so I'm going to try and come a bit closer. Can you see this necklace? I hope you can. I picked this one up in our local supermarket, believe it or not, in Sainsburys. And it's the Pisces sign. It's actually 2 little fish. It's the one, you know, where you've got one fish going one way and the other fish going the other way. And it's just that gold shade. Obviously, it's probably not going to last more than a few weeks, but I don't wear it all the time. I just put it on in the mornings when I want a little bit of bling around my neck. And I just really think that's cool because I'm quite into the star sign and all of that sort of imagery, shall we say, at the moment. And for myself for Christmas, I picked up this mug in Matalan, and I really, really like it because I'm a Pisces and it's got the Pisces star constellation there. I was actually going to get a tattoo of this, tiny bit smaller than that, I must say, just there on the back of my sort of, on your top of your spine, on the back of your neck, top of your back, you know, that difference between your back and your neck down there. I kind of chickened out or just decided not to. I don't know. I still may, but I really like that because I'm a Pisces. And it's a really nice mug. You know, there's some, your favourite kind of mugs. I don't like them too chunky, and it's just nice and fine around the drinking zone. So I really like it. It's dishwasher safe. It's not microwavable, but then I won't put it in the microwave. Okay, so now we're on to a little bit of sort of fashiony accessories and things, and I am really into my slides, grips, whatever you want to call them, for your hair. This one in particular, I've got 2 of each. These are my faves. And I actually, can you see, wore these to a Christmas party that I went to. I swooped my hair over to one side, put it behind my ear, and then put these 2 in my hair there, and they look really, really nice. I did buy these for that purpose, but I in the end thought they were a bit too much, but I do really like them. And I do think of a certain age you can wear them. I do think it's better, like if you're really dressed up and you're sprucing up your hair and you've got a lovely dress on, you've got a party to go to, I kind of can work with that. I don't know if I would literally sort of rock it on a day-to-day going shopping or something. I don't know. It's cute, it's nice, but I think I would save it more for a special occasion rather than every day. But I know you can, and you youngsters can, so please do, because it's a lovely little fashion trend at the moment. Next up, I bought a bag. A relatively cheap one, I will say. I picked it up in Matalan. This chain is kind of okay. It's quite nice if you just want to carry it like that. Otherwise, I kind of let it drop down the back. But it's this beautiful mustard. It's like a deep mustard shade. It's beautiful crossbody, so it's perfect. And then you pop open the lid and you've got all of this sort of tends to fall open. So when you've got it on, anything heavier in the front pocket will sort of drop forward. So you kind of got to catch it. But you've got some really good pockets there. 3 of them. The middle one's nice and wide as well, so you can get your big chunky purse in there, and phones and a bit of makeup, whatever else you want to carry in your handbag. But I just really like it. It was in the sale before Christmas for like £6. So cheap, but it's just that beautiful colour that's really trendy at the moment, and it's nice if you wear just a lot of monochrome kind of outfit colours and then you just want to pop a little bit of colour. That's what I like about it. Next up, some fabulous, darling, shoes. Look at these bad boys. Pick these up from Primark for like £12.99. Love them, love them, love them, love them. There you go from the side. Snake print, as you can see, but more sort of grey black is the main tone. Obviously you've got black laces and inside there, and a little bit of black on the back. And then a little bit of the sort of beigey shade, shall we say. So they're quite a neutral tone. I've worn them with every outfit, from skirts to jeans. Doesn't have to be black jeans. I've worn them blue jeans. You know, they'll go with anything because they are quite neutral in shading. I absolutely love them. They are comfortable. I like the bottoms because they're kind of platformish without being too high, without looking a bit silly on me. But really like them. They're comfy, and in fact, they are actually really quite nice and soft inside. So I've broken them in really well. Didn't get any blisters or anything. I really like Primark trainers. They are comfy and they are easy to break in. I never have a problem with these. So liking those. And last of all is this shirt, which I am going to try on for you, from Zara. How cool is that? All right, now I'm going to show you it on. So this is the neckline, and this is what kind of sold it to me. The fabric, you can feel you're wearing it. It's not itchy. I'll find out and actually list down below in the description box what the actual fabric is, because it's a mix and I haven't got anything like it in my wardrobe. So it's not soft to touch. It's quite stretchy, actually. But it just looked really nice. So you've got this little collar here at the back. It sort of stops here, and then this open neckline, which looks really cool with my necklace. So it just sort of gives this top half of your shoulder and your décolletage really nice sort of sexy look, maybe I could say. I don't know. I just thought it was quite nice, and it comes down there nice and fitted. And I've just had it. I'll pull it out so you can see. It literally just sits there, but I will tuck it in like that for the purposes of this. And the sleeves are actually quite long, which I do really like, because I just like a sleeve to just sort of come down over the back of the palm of your hand. So I really like that. And this was £15.99. I picked it up. I haven't seen it in our local store in Exeter. I picked it up in Bristol, in Zara, and I really like it. Anyway, guys, I think that's about it for my what I've bought and what I've been using and enjoying kind of favourites video for December. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have had a fantastic Christmas. The tree is coming down tomorrow. It will be New Year's Day, I think, potentially when I upload this video. So going forward into the new year, I've got some good videos coming up. I've got some good ideas. If you click that subscribe button down there somewhere, my next video I'm planning on doing sort of tips and tricks to help the aging process based on my experience. One is getting on, and you know, I've got reflection. I have experience behind me, so I kind of know what's worked for me, what hasn't, and what I'm kind of doing now to help the process. Can't stop it, can't change it, don't want to really, 'tis what it is. But but just some things. So anyway, that's coming up, potentially my next video, but it's definitely coming up in January. So if you subscribe, you'll be around for that one. And thank you so much. I hope 2019 is fabulous for everybody. Take care, and I will see you very soon. Thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.